It's the only full-time unit of its kind in Wisconsin, and while it may be small by the numbers, it is mighty in its mission. Our Casey Cronus explains the many roles of the Milwaukee Police Department's Mounted Patrol Unit.
You know, when you're out on the street taking assignments, you see a lot of bad sometimes.
They wear the badge every day, fighting crime.
Nice and easy.
Like other members of law enforcement.
Good boy.
We're still police officers, but it's a completely different kind of police work.
But being assigned to the Milwaukee Police Department's Mounted Patrol Unit.
We get to work with these big, beautiful animals, and it kind of gives us another role. All right.
Brings their job to new heights.
We're out there trying to bridge that gap between law enforcement and the community.
The specialized unit housed at the Milwaukee Urban Stables near First and Lincoln is currently made up of 10 horses, 8 officers, and 1 supervisor.
The mounted unit actually has history that goes all the way back to like the 1920s, but this current unit and the way it sits now started in 1999.
Sergeant Logan Jeffrey took the reins in 2018. Over the years, he says other full-time units across the state have been dismantled.
The biggest issue is budgetary restrictions and constraints.
This one is still standing. The unit is regularly deployed downtown and assigned where large crowds are expected, like the Deer District during the 2021 NBA playoffs, various festivals,
Hi, Jake. How you doing, buddy?
and community events.
Because we're sitting up on a horse, we are able to see down the entire street or the block, so we can see the crowd, and we have a better vantage point than most other officers.
Protecting people is just one part of saddling up.
A very important piece of equipment that we have here is his halter.
Officer Esteban Arguin has been with MPD since 2005, earning a role on this mounted unit about 4 years ago.
Easy, Charlie.
Charlie is a 10-year-old Percheron cross.
So the Percheron is what gives him his size, and his colors and markings are the quarter horse animal.
The nearly 2,000-pound force that eats 30 to 40 pounds of hay per day is Arguin's partner.
It's really important to build that trust. He has to know that I'm not going to put him in harm's way, and vice versa.
Officers are responsible for the care and maintenance of their horse from head to hoof.
So I'm checking his overall health.
But Arguin tells us perhaps the most important part of their job is to break down barriers between police and the public.
When we're out there, yes, we're out there, we're on duty, we're serving a purpose to try to keep the community safe, but we also want people to approach us.
Using his platform to create lasting connections with community members.
They see that we're human, just like anyone else.
In Milwaukee, with photojournalist Vanshay Murdock. Casey Cronus, Fox 6 News.
Now you might be wondering, can the unit issue tickets and make arrests on horseback? And while it takes a couple of additional steps, the answer is yes. The unit relies on donations to help support its horses and their needs. If you want to learn about its nonprofit called the Mounted Patrol Foundation, if you want to help donate, we posted that information on fox6now.com. Mary, just to see the kids' faces light up when they see those big horses.
I know. And for some of them, you know, for kids who maybe haven't been on a farm or able to see a horse, that's probably their first experience. I often wonder, too, do the officers come from a background where they maybe raised horses or rode? Because obviously it can't be their first rodeo. I would think not.
That's true, and you got to think it's a lot of people want that job. It's unique,
Yeah.
and the horses are specialized. I mean, they're in these big crowds, and just to be able to stay calm and focused on their task.
Yeah,
It's a
absolutely.
cool thing to have in the city.
Casey, thanks for that.